So I don't really know how this video is going to go, because if you guys didn't know, I am currently on holiday, and while I was at home I scheduled a bunch of videos to go live, and I thought I'd bring an old laptop just to monitor and stuff how the videos are going and everything, and just to, just to watch YouTube. And it really isn't a laptop for recording or anything like that, so it's gonna be really interesting to see how this video comes across. It will probably be one of the worst quality videos on my channel, but the reason I had to bring this video today is because we have some massive new news for Ark on the some loads of new stuff on Extinction, PvE stuff, and the future of the game, with lots of new free content we've been told coming our way. So I really wanted to bring you guys this video. I don't even know how what the Wi-Fi is going to be like here, or how long it's going to take to upload. It will probably take hours, but I'm going to stay dedicated and bring you guys all the news. Like I always say in my videos, this channel is here to bring you guys the news, and I want to stay on top of all of that. So let's hope the quality of this video can at least be okay for you guys to watch. But anyway, if you do enjoy today's video and you are hyped for all of this new news, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I did a video yesterday, and I know a lot of people disagreed with it, saying how the tech stuff may destroy the game and everything. But you know what? I read a lot of comments, and I've become very positive by this Extinction DLC recently, and especially from a lot of stuff that's been said in this. Well, you guys will see in this video, but I'm very excited to also show you guys the release date for Ark Survival Evolved 2. But let's just get into this. So, Ark Survival Evolved devs talk about talk Extinction Dinos PvE in the series future, and let's get straight into this. So Ark Survival Evolved took the games industry by storm in 2015. Just to let you guys know, this actual article I'll be leaving in the description down below if you guys want to go check out the full article, and also to prove this is legit as well, all this news, Wildcard actually did tweet out the on their official Twitter this article as well, so you can go and check that out if you guys want to believe it's well, you want some legit proof that it's real, but I wouldn't bring you guys fake news anyway. So anyway, Ark Survival Evolved took the games industry by storm in 2015 with its survival based mechanics and loads of awesome new dinos, and they're basically just saying 3 years of continued growth later, the team at Studio Wildcard have announced the game's third and possible final expansion release on November 6th. So they had Jesse and Chris, who work for Wildcard, to talk about the world of Ark and the story in the future of the game, about how it's meant to take an exciting turn, which is exactly, in my opinion, what the game needs. So this was just a small bit of information I wanted to share with you guys here. So they said this Extinction is equally big or bigger than any past Ark DLC, since the map's divided by difficulty tiers. Players of all skill levels can enjoy exploring the secrets of this new environment. So there'll be like an easy, medium and hard place to go. I know on a normal map when you spawn in an Ark, you've got like the easy land to spawn in and stuff like that. But this is going to work a little bit different, because there's the different ways the map's going to be set out in is, once you enter this area, there's going to be an actual massive thing that shows why it's harder. So it's not just like when you spawn in on the island map and spawn in the hard area, there's going to be some a few T-Rexes around, or some more raptors or something, or Spinos. There's actually going to be a massive thing that is going to be more challenging, and we're going to be talking a little bit about how there's going to be game modes added in with this Extinction DLC too. So, creatures to tame and items to use while they're and just to let you guys know before I carry on more of this, if you want to hear about the release date for Ark Survival 2 and loads of new free content coming, that will be just towards the end of the video, but I wanted to get the Extinction news out first. So while there'll be more creatures and items in Extinction than we know about today, Wildcard have chosen to focus 6 different features about what's coming with the game, from hundreds of different things that are going to be added in. And obviously on the cool end of the spectrum is the Enforcer, which I talked about in yesterday's video, based partly on the teleportation movement feature in many VR games. The Enforcer is constructed but of being able to warp over short distances, like teleporting and stuff, and players can add one to their party via traditional taming or collecting the individual pieces required to craft one. So you can actually tame one. I don't know if that means it's going to be a passive tame or if it's going to be a normal tame, and there's also a way to craft your own one, which sounds interesting when you get the pieces. The team has not decided on a process once that's finished, the Enforcer's ability can be used by looking in the desired direction. And also the Scout, on the other hand, is a drone originally designed to be a part of the security force of the abandoned city. The only way to get your own one is to destroy one in the wild and harvest the raw parts it drops. High-level scouts drop high-level parts, so you get the best crafting results by attacking and rebuilding the strongest ones. In your possession, the scout can reveal enemy targets to your survivor and others in your tribe. So there's going to be a sort of, I'm not sure if it's going to be called Ascendant and stuff, but you know when you guys have like a Apprentice or Ascendant or whatever it is on a weapon, this is probably the same way it's going to work for the Scout, and there's going to be like an Ascendant Scout that you have to destroy, and then you get like high level parts for it, which would be very interesting there. So that is some interesting new news on the new items in the game. So as you guys can see here, this is going to be very, very happy. Well, I know a lot of people are going to be very happy about this because my video, you know, this links to yesterday's video of how I was saying, is the game becoming too high tech? And most of you guys said you really want this, but there were some that said they were, you know, they were sad that everything's going high tech. So this is going to benefit everyone in a sense of they like the old traditional Ark and they like how there's tech in it as well. So people often associate high tech with being the best, but look at the world. If you look at the state of extinction, it's clear high tech's not always the answer. There's going to be a couple of cool surprises for people who really like the core of what they first came to Ark to play, which is these amazing creatures and dinosaurs. Extinction is going to be pretty satisfying for them, even if they're not into robots and sci-fi stuff. Very interesting there, and this is basically broke down everything that I needed to know from yesterday's video to tell you guys about today. I think that's massive for the game. It covers every possibility of what people enjoy. Some people play it because they love just the core old dinosaurs in the game, and some people want to, you know, move on and see more stuff, which is with the sci-fi aspect of the game too. So, new ways to play. Extinction also offers new game modes, which I said new gameplay modes. High level areas of the map, which I said like No Man's Sky will, well hopefully No Man's Sky, I said No Man's Land, will feature groups of corrupted dinos, I wouldn't want it to be No Man's Sky, with a high mentality that must be taken down in a PvE fashion. So what this is going to be is there's going to be like a new tower defense mode type of thing, like, you know, different waves in this obviously in this new DLC, and this is what I think a lot of PvE players are going to love, because it's not all about PvP. There's a huge amount of PvE within this new DLC, and I know a lot of people are going to love that, because I feel like a lot of people say there isn't enough love put into PvE on the game, and I feel like I can sometimes agree with that. A lot of the stuff is mainly just focused towards PvP, and I know a lot of you guys who play PvE are going to be very, very happy about that. So they're going to be able to bring in all their existing items, gear and dinos, and then when one of these spawns out in the wild, they'll be able to come aware of it and have a period of time where they can come in there and have a chance to set up some defenses. There are some elements of base building there, and there are some elements of tower defense. You can face these waves of dinos and different kinds of challenges and different difficulty sets, scales. If you're able to fend them off and survive, there's going to be a nice reward. So it sounds like you're going to be doing some tower defense thing, which I've heard about a lot of the time in the game. You know, you can build some defenses up and stuff, and then loads of waves of extinction dinos are going to attack you. And then if you do, you know, survive and fend them off, you're going to get a reward. So that's going to be interesting to see how that links into the PvP and, you know, just official servers. So we'll see more about that later. Now, the big part of the video all of you guys have probably come here for, which I still think that extinction news is something we should all be very excited for, but we have some massive, massive news on what's happening next. The future of Ark. So as the 3-act story of Ark comes to a close with new stuff and creatures, Wildcard is still looking ahead. Given Ark's success, it's obvious the franchise will continue, but both Chris and Jesse were unsure from what the series, the next chapter of the series might be. Now, I think they've been talking about it for a while. They're not really 100% what they want to do, but they have got some things confirmed, so it'll be an opportunity for us to step back and figure out where we go from here. Chris told, obviously, Newsweek, which is the article you should go check out as well. Ark has been a hugely successful, and we want to continue it to be successful and relevant in I can't even say the word in this community. We like making it, so we want to continue to produce content for the fans. That means another season pass, which that for me is interesting, because lots of people are thinking this is the final DLC, more free content or even a full sequel are on the table for 2019 and beyond. So that is interesting stuff there, but the team of Wildcard is mostly focused on here and now with Extinction. As Jesse put it, it's going to be a gameplay, story and visual feast for everybody. So what we know is we've heard about Ark Survival Evolved 2. That's going to be on the the sequel for the game, but apparently it means a new season pass. So I don't know how they're going to link it on. I mean, it says for 2019 there's going to be a full sequel, but this could mean that, we don't know which one it is for 2019, whether it's going to be the new game or a season pass. But you would expect that the season pass and more free content would be for the Ark Survival Evolved we have at the moment, and then they would release the Ark Survival Evolved 2 once we've had more of the new content. So the big thing there is great to see free content, because I know that's what a lot of people love. Season pass is great. I don't know how this is going to work. When they say more free content, I hope this means a bunch of new free maps to come to the game, new mods. I think that's what it's going to mean. It must mean mods. And the season pass, I don't know if they're going to create another new story. I doubt they would, because with every game you release a story mode for it type of thing, and that usually stays there. There's the odd DLC that adds on to it, but we don't really know the ending of Extinction, so I don't know how it's going to lead on to it. They might be planning on this season pass to be for Ark Survival Evolved 2. More free content, as I said, mods, maps, everything would be great, because I feel that's a huge thing missing within the game at the moment. Brand new maps for people to explore, and obviously a full sequel on the table for 2019 and beyond. I would say the sequel release date wouldn't be 2019. I've seen some, other people say they think it's going to be 2019, but I don't. I think it's going to be another year of season